Hi, welcome back to Bulgarian Organic Smallholding. As you just saw the preceding clip, Timo changing the bucket on the JCB, and I've now arrived at the site where we need to work. And the object or the aim of today's work is to find out why we're not getting any water at this end of the village. I'll swing around in a minute and explain. A picture paints 1,000 words. And Timo's crawling up here at about 3 kilometers an hour, so he'll be a little bit behind me. I've already arrived in the Neva, set it up in the shade, got my chair, no beer, plenty of water. It's Sunday, it's the 26th of August. It's now 13:45 hours. It's very, very hot, very hot, very dry and hot. Anyway, let's have a bit of a walk around. So, as I've explained in previous films, the village, our village, does not have any mains water at all. We all rely on boreholes and wells. Most of the villages are on wells. But of course, there are two sources of water. One up in that direction, up on the top, where they started to make a reservoir project when I first arrived, and then stopped doing it for some reason or other. And the other side of the village comes a natural spring out of the ground there. Well, as you can see, the water is actually flowing, but it's not going where it should be. It's over there to what we call a ЧЕШМА, and this the villagers rely on because mainly, you know, an aging population, a dwindling population, and not wanting to get my boots wet, I'm going to walk around the pathway and not try to cross the water. So it goes down through that culvert down there, and eventually meets another place where they can draw water from, but not as big as this, and then it feeds into my stream. So I'm still getting water supply in the stream, but the locals are not getting a water supply here where they need it. So the locals actually come here, use this slab for washing clothes, and the other slab over there, the animals come to drink water. I don't want to get too close because it's full of bees, and I have an allergic reaction to bee and wasp stings, and it's not pleasant for me. So as it says there, the water is not good for drinking. This is 2018, Bulgaria, European Union, and we can sort out a decent water supply for the locals. Okay, you know, they've built up a resistance over the years. They drink the well water. They'll drink this water. I won't. I bring in bottled water from trusted sources. I only use my borehole water for washing dishes, watering gardens, that type of thing, washing machine, but not for drinking. So the mayoress has been here. I'm out of breath, that's how hot it is. The mayoress was here a little earlier. We came to do our recce, and she doesn't really know much more than we do, but she thinks that the pipe goes here somewhere and goes all the way up there. Well, we don't know what the pipe is made of, what material. Nobody seems to know when it was actually connected, but we're guessing probably in the 50s. Sometimes they have dates on these ЧЕШМА, these spring water places, but I don't see any date on this one. From my experience, they're usually around the 50s. So the pipe could be clay, it could be chugon. What is chugon? Cast iron. But anyway, we got to try to do some experimental digs and try to find where the pipe runs up that way, and then make a decision whether to dig it out completely and they replace it with a new pipe, or we just find out where it's collapsed or where the problem is and just repair that section. I really don't know. The villagers don't have a lot of money. They have a small budget from Carnabat, but you know, it's also interesting. I don't mind, you know, helping the villagers out when I can. I've got the machinery, and Timo is on his day off basically doing this, but I do have to ask the question, you know, why isn't the Carnabat mayor doing something? You know, why hasn't he sorted this out? It's not like we all got tap water. And so there you have it. I think I'll just take clothes off for now, and I'll come back in a little bit when Timo arrives. I still can't hear the JCB, but we're about 1 kilometer, I guess, from the base, the top end, southern end of the village. Or is it the northern end of the village? I can't remember now. Not really matter. I know where I am. That's the main thing. Okay, let's leave it there for now. Over and out for now. Let's do a 360. Any moment now, the JCB will come into view because I can hear its tracks. Certainly hear its diesel engine pumping away. Here she comes. Okay, so in 5 minutes we should be hole digging with a bit of luck. Okay, come back in a bit. Over and out for now. So we get a little bit of interest from the villagers. Mayoress is over there. Somebody else stopped.
Что делаем?
Найти старые трубы. Как няма вода. Да. За Георгий. Кмет, Ганабац. No sign of any pipe so far. A lot of rocks, bits of concrete. А? Никто знает точно, где этот трубы.
Где она?
Какой глубину? Тоже не знаю.
Глубину? Вот рядом. Такого бачина коробку. А как коробку не знает.
Что? Что там? Что видишь? Я ничего не вижу. А? Ничего не вижу.
На среща трябва, да?
А, на этом стонова.
Да.
Окей.
И полика.
Ага.
Есть.
Камак может быть.
Опа,
Ага.
стержень горит. Тукай.
Ага.
Долго сейчас скажу на него.
Это бетон.
Да, следующий работает.
Бетон. Осторожно. Okay, it looks like we hit a concrete plate base here. The pipe probably goes in underneath it somewhere. Looks like that's some kind of a concrete base. The pipe probably goes in underneath it, so I probably will find it a meter or so away. I think the concrete stops behind your back of your
Там
feet.
трябва да это работа. Да.
Is that concrete there underneath your feet?
Ну, да.
Or is it then? Clay? But it's rock solid. Bucket's not even penetrating it.
I will try to go here a bit deeper,
Okay.
and otherwise hand tools.
Тут плоча.
Като плоча е тъй. Види?
Осторожно.
Тук насам си.
Осторожно. Он будет там копать.
Будет.
На край.
Ты здесь, да?
Не стой там.
Здесь.
Иногда летает этот кофр. How deep is this pipe? Ага. Вода.
Water.
А? Ето е тук, обаче чакай само да видим какво е.
Ева, тя значи вътре има нещо. Тук вътре има нещо.
Възможно е, Димо. Ето от тук излезе насам. Колкото вода е имало.
А там вода сега. Имате ли вода в другата страна сега? Не. Много чили. Well, we've hit the water. Whether we've broken the pipe or whether the water was there, I don't know. We still don't see the pipe yet.
Няма са тук, стои тръвата. Свободно.
See that the earth is getting moist. There's the pipe. I think, or maybe it's a rock. Can't really see. See the water seeping. There's the pipe. Сломалась.
Е, къде е тръбата?
Аз му казвам пън.
Asbestos.
Да.
Asbestos или чугун?
Види, там стане запълвано. Там е запълвано.
So we found the pipe. And water is running out of it, which means water is coming in. So where it's blocked or we're losing water.
Добре, той нещо отива там отдолу. Той тук ли влиза? Какой той?
Даде влазят в кръвата.
Той какой?
Дай мне этот кусок. Хочу узнать, какой материал. Этот кусок
Да,
там.
да,
Долу,
да,
можно?
Да.
Дима,
Ти му дай парчето, да види какъв материал е.
вот этот как лежит долу. Чугун?
Керамик.
Ceramic clay pipe. Окей. Ну, това е. Мощност.
Да.
Not coming a lot.
No. Okay, we'll have a rethink on now. So save some of that battery time and field recording time. I'll come back in a bit when we got some more interesting news on the village water supply. One of them. Okay. Okay, so now that the pipe has been exposed down that end, and I understand it's a ceramic, a clay pipe. Now it's a bit of guesswork to see where it starts to take the water there. So we're having an experimental dig up this end where Dimko thinks it is. He must know, he's probably lived here all his life. So, but you know, things get buried, you know. Just seen the date on the bucket, 1950. I wonder how many tons and trenches of soil that bucket has dug over the years on different machines. We have a lot of cooks here spoiling the broth because they think they know where the pipe is, but they don't understand where he has to dig to get the soil out, otherwise it just drops back in the hole again. So he has to do more digging. Maybe we should have put the bigger bucket on, but anyway, we'll see. This will have to do for now if we achieve the aim. Okay, I'll come back. I'll come back when we find something. Otherwise, Evie will have a headache trying to edit this, speeding it up, putting music to it, whatever. So over and out for now. So we haven't had any luck. We've dug some trenches quite deep, nearly 2 meters deep, and we didn't find the pipe. So Timo's now filling this trenches in so some poor soul doesn't fall into it and drown, because they're quite deep. I'll swing around now. So this is where the fresh water stream runs, but we can't find the pipe. So the mayoress basically said, okay, it's enough, give up, stop. Said no, we're going to try to dig somewhere around about here. So because we know where the pipe is there, we can find the pipe somewhere around here and the depth of it, then we'll know exactly which way it's running, because it's all guesswork. I mean, our logic doesn't always work the same as communist logic of 50 years ago. The pipe could have a curve in it for all I know. Might be like a banana. So we'll try and find it. If we find the pipe and we know the depth, then we'll be able to dig in a straight line following the pipe, and not having to dig at perpendicular to where we think it is, trying to find it. So that's the plan. We'll give it a go. The JCB is overheated a few times. Just gone to get another 5 liters of water, just in case we need to work with the radiator again. Say it's extremely hot today, and hot for the machinery, hot for the operator. So there you have it. I'll come back. Hopefully, it's already now 15 hours, so God knows how long we've been here. A couple of hours, I would imagine. Actually we first came at 1 o'clock and then we came back, so 1:30. Yeah, roughly an hour and 3/4, something like that. So we'll give it another try and see how it goes. Can't give up that easy, surely. Okay. Oh, a lovely smell of mint. Must be wild mint here somewhere. This is mint. This is wild mint. Is it? Yeah. It is. Beautiful smell. Well, I never knew that. And it's all going to seed. Beautiful mint. What a lucky find. Okay. There you have it. Something to freshen your breath with. Over and out for now. Okay. You see now we've got a bit of a gathering from villagers, and say that this ČEŠMA, this springs, fountain, whatever you want to call it, goes back to 1923. Well, at least we've now found the pipe and we know the depth. So there's the pipe where the water source is supposed to come in, and where it went out, but you see there's no water running through it. So I'm not sure, that looks like a junction point actually. So, well, that's it. We found the pipe. Now it's depends on what they want to do, because I guess they got to dig it out and change it, or they lay another one on the top of it. I don't know what they want to do, to be honest. But there ain't no water coming through to where it's meant to be. Water's running down the stream through my fresh mint, but it ain't going to where the villagers need it. So that's it. We'll see what the mayoress asked us to do. It's now 15:40 hours. Still bloody hot. Could do with a beer, to be honest. Okay, over now for now. Hi, it's now Monday, the day after yesterday's exploratory digs to find this pipe. I just want to round this off because we can't do much more now for a week or so. But this is where the water starts out here. So the water's coming down from the hill and it fills up into this chamber, and it's pretty marshy underfoot here now. So I would guess that this water pressure that comes into this then pushes down through the pipe, through the jungle here. Down in the far distance you can probably just see the white cap of where the water should come out for the villagers to take it. So with this pipe being you know, 1.5 meters, some places 2 meters deep, and it being an old pipe, sorry, I'm getting nettled as well on my legs. We advised the mayoress yesterday, and she agreed with us that it would be far easier to buy a new pipe, one of these PVC pipes specially made for carrying water. So we're walking back through the jungle, and it'll be easier for us to dig a shallower trench, maybe 1/2 meter to 1 meter deep, and they can lay a new pipe in, and we'll cover it for them. And because this water is constantly, whoops, nearly fell, as this water is constantly moving, it shouldn't freeze. So that's a lot easier. As I said, we're doing it as a favor. I mean, I'm not asking for any money, but of course it's time and diesel and wear on the machinery, and I try to make it easiest for everybody. I don't think that the pipe for this distance is what, 100 and something meters probably, at a rough guess. Won't cost more than, you know, 50 to 70 euros, and we have to find a time when Timo's got a break from his job when he comes back, and we'll do the trench for them and try and connect up. Wow, so many biting things around my face today. Must be this cheap aftershave I put on. This is the trouble when you shave, you see. Okay, that's it. I just wanted to round that off. There's where we're aiming for. Down there we made 3 trenches, and we probably broke the pipe. Well, we did break the pipe. Well, we know we broke it, but we probably broke it in this first hole because we simply couldn't see, because it fills up with water, and we couldn't see any telltale signs of any ceramic pipe bits in the waste that came out. So, you know, as I say, this if the locals are correct, and as I confirmed somewhere early in the film, that this pipe was put in 1926, and we are in a seismic area. Touch wood, we haven't suffered any earthquakes or earth tremors here, to my knowledge, since I've been here. But you know, this pipe's going to break again in the future, where this new PVC type piping has much more flexibility. It's easier to repair. It won't be so far to dig down. People will know where it is in the future if there's a problem. And so let's see when I do part 2, when we get to put the trench in and put the pipe in, and let's see if we can get water back to where they want it from those 3 tubes. Okay, that's all for now. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. You know where the wolf head is, down there or down there, and I'm going back home. Over now for now.